Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Give me a good second. Give me a good second. Good intro from my good brother. Good intro from my good brother. All right, everybody. Got to get back in the habit of doing lives and cultivating the online space as an online provocateur. So, for everybody that doesn't know, for everybody that's here for the first time, mostly the YouTube family, we're trying to grow into the Ka community. That's KAK. So, for you guys, I am Chief Infame, founder, creator, and designer of CryptoCurrency platform.com. We bring short messages of information to you guys. And by short, they're 30 minutes to an hour. Might not be short for some of you, but they are as in-depth as we can get in that shorter period of time of the things that you may need to know in business, social media, developments for your Black business, your community development in your Black business, how you're developing Black business into the community, what, when, where, why. For everybody, all I ask you to do is share the content. We're going to ask you to just share that content, share that content, share that content. This video is also testing out my new mic. So if you guys can hear me, I appreciate the, hey guys, I can hear you. If you can't, let me know and we will go from there. So we want to give you guys a light understanding of starting a Black business, what types to start and how they work. And this isn't necessarily a suggestion, so more as it is an understanding of what the only 4 types of business on the entire planet, you can't debate it. It's not up for opinion. These are the only types of businesses that exist on the planet. These 4 types of businesses are the foundation or encompassment of all the other types of business in subtypes, Reddit types, anything that you're going to say that you have as a business. If you want to debate the list, I'm going to refer to one of the 4 things and say that business is 1, or that business is 2, that business is 3, that business is 4. I like to start these lessons out, even though it stretches out the video a little bit. I like to start these lessons out with a little motivation. So we're going to go to Les Brown. Give me a quick second and we'll do that.
I want to share with you how to reach your goals. I think the Bible's greatest motivation book ever been written. Now, I want you to repeat after me, please. We got to recondition our minds first. Let us say together, good things are supposed to happen to me. Yeah, write that down. I want you to say that to yourself every day. See, we live in a world where we believe that bad things are supposed to happen to us. I remember the point of my life, Bishop, when things are going good for me, and I said, this is too good to be true. Something is bound to happen. Guess what? It did. Thou shalt decree a thing that shall be established unto you, and shall accomplish that whereunto it has been sent. Watch your words. Watch what you say about yourself, about your affairs. Be conscious of that on a daily basis. Why? Because your words are powerful. In the beginning was the word. Life and death is in the tongue. Watch what you say. Never say I'm broke. Say I'm overcoming a cash flow problem.
Facts.
Claim what you want, not what you don't want. So affirm, good things are supposed to happen to me, and begin to believe that. Begin to expect that. I was talking to my oldest son, Calvin. We were going for a walk. And I said, Calvin, do you want to be successful? He said, yes, sir, Dad. Okay. Kept on walking. Then I stopped and I looked him in the eyes. It's my namesake, my junior. I said, Calvin, we're looking at each other eye to eye now. Do you expect to be successful? Given the fact that you are a single parent of two kids, given the fact that you decided not to go to college to further your education, given the fact that you're very talented, but you're behind on your dreams and your bills, do you expect, based upon your performance, based upon what you produce at this point in time in your life, do you expect to be successful? And Calvin got quiet. Because see, if you ask most people at the Manpower Conference, do you want to be successful? Do you want to live a life of productivity? Do you want to live a life of contribution? Do you want to be a better father? Do you want to have your own business? Are there dreams you want? Everybody will say yes. But see, want shows up in conversation. Expectation shows up in behavior. See, I can tell what you expect by what you do. That's why the Bible says, judge a tree by the fruit it bears, not the fruit that it wants, not the fruit that it talks about, not the fruit that it claims, but by what you are doing. See, what you do when you leave here, when the music stops, when the shouting dies down, your behavior, how you conduct yourself, writing your goals down, deciding to enroll in school to get a GED, deciding to sit into class with children young enough to be your grandchildren, decide to find some product, some idea, some service that you can provide so that you can begin to create some value for yourself.
And that is where we have to stop and continue the message on just that part, just that lesson right there. Do you expect to be successful in starting a Black business by expectation or by the fruit that you bear? So I will give you the proof and show you the fruit that we bared and go from there. So starting out, what we had was a website that focused on cryptocurrency. And that website basically developed and designed an opportunity for us to build the largest independent private community of Black wealth in the cryptocurrency space. We had a dream to expand that business and to grow this business from just offering cryptocurrency in gold, raw, silver, and copper and digital assets by accumulating and developing a social experience and social platform that had a business direction. And we're going to show you how this got to the lesson. Okay. What we did from this point was develop our own site. And this is the new site, CryptoCurrencyPlatform.com. Wealth for generations, financial security begins with investments. Join our free community to network with like-minded investors. Now, not only is this market, as you can see the tabs here, this is so that we can offer positive Black news, which is coming soon. This is the first month, our trial month, seeing all the kinks, the bugs, and everything of that nature. An asset market, which allows you to put your products, everything but services, onto the site. And once we can verify services, and by verify, we mean at least one reference, two references of people that have used the service and would refer the service. And then we're offering courses, business courses, such as tonight. So to give you guys a light inside look, it's free to get on. It doesn't cost you anything. This is 100% owned, regulated, and operated by us, for us. The team that actually developed this is Black. I'm the owner. I'm Black. Melanated being myself, Jamaican by descent, by way of America. And we are offering you guys 3 or 4 social experiences on one site. It is a Black Amazon, soon to come, once we launch the products on the market. It is a Black Facebook, where we ask for just positive business posts and information, things of that nature. So we give you all of the positive news that we can, as much information as we can. We give you lessons as good as we can so that you guys can see what is possible. We host businesses, other businesses. This is your platform for your time. That is my qualifications. That is my intro. That shows you what this is and who this is. Now to the lesson. Very, very direct. Okay. You have to understand, and to show you what this business is, this business would be services. Okay. So this is number 3. Most of online businesses fall into 2 or 3. And they sometimes fall into 4, but the majority of businesses fall into 2 or 3. It is a service like Facebook. It is a service, a social media experience. That is a service that Facebook is providing for the client or the experiencer. And then the other things that are normally online are sales. Everything entertainment based would be services. You are entertained by the service of somebody else's performance. Sales, buying something in entertainment would be sales. It would actually be a combination of 2 and 3. So let's understand these. Very short lesson for you guys. And as we said, sponsored by the website, CryptoCurrencyPlatform.com. The Golden Globe, or if you guys have ever seen this, the Golden Globe surrounded and encompassed, handmade by Marvel. The only 4 types of businesses. Once you guys get to the site, you can sign up. Doesn't cost you anything. You get a free profile, and you can start learning, investing, and getting key opportunities from CryptoCurrency directly from the page. The only 4 ways to make money, and that is what we have to focus on. I'm going to blow it up so you guys can see it. These are the only 4 ways that you can actually make money. Okay. There's no other way on the planet to make money unless somebody is giving it to you, and that is a donation. You can make a business out of donations. However, it is not a business. In other words, if you are in the business of charity, it's not really a business, because charity can go from being very charitable to being uncharitable in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, okay? And I'm going to say in a heartbeat, you can lose everything in charity, because people can go from being charitable to, I don't feel like giving them anything. Or I gave them something last year. I've had a charity-based business, and it went out of business and lost a lot. There's charity-based businesses like the Marching Dimes and other things like that have been around for years, but it's lightly deceptive based. And I'll say that because they function with the lack of understanding from people of how charities make money. And charities do make more money than every other business because they don't pay taxes. But the amassing of the money normally comes from deceiving people into how it works, why it works, and all these other things. Okay. So the first business that we're going to get into is manufacturing. Manufacturing is the number 1 business of anything, period, blank on the planet. I will show you guys. All right, so we are just searching the top businesses in the world, okay? Now, if we look at the top businesses in the world, according to financeonline.com, China National Petroleum, a business that sells gas. Toyota Motors, a business that sells cars. Volkswagen, another business that sells cars. Royal Dutch Shell, which is the actual company that owns the gas stations Shell. That is a gas station, once again, selling gas. Berkshire Hathaway, which is one of my favorite businesses. This is one, well, they do sell something, but this is one business that is number 4. It is trade, okay? This is Warren Buffett's company, and this company is a trade and investment platform. They trade assets. The next one, as we should understand, Apple, and then the last one, ExxonMobil. We already know Apple is a sales-based company, but these companies, every single one of these companies, except for Berkshire Hathaway, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Every one of these companies manufactures something to resell. Okay. Now there's 2 types of businesses in the manufacturing world. There's the manufacturing solo. That's it. They make it. Okay. And they need another business out externally that is number 2, a sales platform like Berkshire Hathaway, to sell it. Okay. So Berkshire Hathaway, an investment company, could invest in Shell or ExxonMobil or Toyota and give them the money to manufacture and develop a product, right? That's what they're developing, a product that they themselves could then resell, right? Now, once you have somebody that manufactures something, you have the person that is doing the sales, right? Now, once there's the customer here, and we'll go over the definition, manufacturing, that's building, developing a product or service, making something. And we can put an or in there. Or making something. Sales, buying or having something you can sell, be it a product or service. okay, or services. So it's and or service or services. Now, there's the third thing, which is services, okay? Now, services is anybody that is in fixing, maintaining, or maintaining something for clients for free. So if you have a job, you are actually in three. You are in the services industry. You are trading and or working for someone that is paying you to maintain, fix, and or keep something running. Great example. If you were an employee at McDonald's, somebody is paying you a service fee hourly for your time in maintaining and managing the manufacturing of their products so that they can sell them, right? Number two, into the client base, right? So McDonald's is a 1, 2, and 3. It is not one encompasses. In other words, if they just made burgers, that would be it. They would be a burger manufacturer, right? But they're not. They are a burger manufacturer. They are a sales company, and they have employees that service their customers and clients as waiters, attendants, cooks, things of that nature. Now, there's nothing that they trade, but they actually, that's not true, because you could actually go into Warren Buffett's side and you could invest in the stock market on McDonald's, and you could actually trade their stock or trade ownership of that company for a value. So McDonald's or a franchise is a perfect 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And that is understanding how to know what type of business to get into. Now, most businesses are going to have one or two or all of these things involved. Most small businesses will never get into 4. Now it's becoming more common that the small businesses are actually starting with 4 and then getting into 3, 2, or 1. So I'll give you a great example. Here is a great example. Kickstarter, right, is a service where you can go in and sell. You can go in and sell your ideas, your product, your service, or whatever, right? And people then invest in whatever that you have, your Kickstarter campaign, right? Well, this is a business that doesn't have a business, potentially. Some of them are already started, but the majority of them are, I'm trying to start, I want to start, I'm going to start, or whatever the case may be. So I'll go into this one. This is called Dope Kicks, the first waterproof hemp shoe. This is a trade. Now, they are trying to reach a goal of $10,000. They reached a goal of $88,000 by 846 people, 32 days to go, and then the campaign stops. Now, if we look at the information, it's a shoe that is waterproof and made of hemp. And, you know, there's concepts, there's designs, there's a video, there's information. It's a vegan shoe. I didn't even know that's a thing. I guess shoes are made of leather, so I can understand it. 100% vegan shoe. And there's pictures and people, you know, boom, boom, boom. You can have a very successful Kickstarter campaign to start your business. Now, if his campaign was he only made one of these but hadn't sold any, not sold one yet, he would then use the Kickstarter campaign and then take it, trade whatever he's trading. And in Kickstarter, I think you have to trade something. So shares in the company or just, you know, a good idea, a pair of shoes or whatever. And then he would go into sales. But what is this? What is Dope Kicks, right? And I just randomly picked this. It had nothing to do with anything. He manufactured the shoe, Dope Kicks. He then went to 4, trading his concept for X on Kickstarter. He raised $100,000 almost, and now he's going to go into sales. Once he goes into sales, unless he has his own store or storefronts or locations or whatever the case may be, he isn't doing the services. He's not actually doing the sales part. He is doing the manufacturing and giving the manufacturer to somebody. Like after he manufactures it, he is selling the manufacturing to a sales-based company like Foot Locker, Famous Footwear, J.C. Penney's, all the places that sell shoes, right? And then they're going to sell the shoe. But now we have to go into how that works. So we'll use, what is it? Famous, right? So now, Famous Footwear, we're going to go into the company information, Famous Footwear, right? And we'll go into this right here. So Famous Footwear manufactures nothing, to my knowledge. They actually might make a shoe, but I'm not aware of it. Famous Footwear now is the sales department that sells the accessories. They sell women, men, kids, accessory trends, brands, and then they have, sale, right? So they are the department that Dope Kicks would then take their shoe and send this shoe to Famous Footwear. They manufactured it. They started with 4, right? They started with a trade option. They went into a campaign company and started trading X for whatever. It could even just be trading a story for capital. Hey guys, here's my idea. I like it. Trade my entertaining idea for $10, $20. Do that enough, you got $100,000. He got $100,000. So he's got $88,000. Okay. Now he can manufacture X amount of shoes. Once he manufactures, right? Once he gets one manufacturing, he'll get to sales. The sales company is the shoes. Now, I'll give you a better example is CryptoCurrency. So if this was a Black-owned company, it would go on our asset markets tab when it launches. So that shoe, we would say, hey, we like the shoe, we like the idea. How many of them can you do on consignment, or how many of them can you guarantee are in stock? And then we would say, okay, you can buy with cryptocurrency from, your black dollars, your black money from CryptoCurrency. You can use your cryptocurrency to buy dope shoes. How many do you need to buy is what we would establish. And that's how CryptoCurrency, the asset market, works, trading cryptocurrency for something, a product or service, whatever. So now that we know this, boom, that's how this product would end up on us. We are a sales-based company or a service that provides sales options. So CryptoCurrency is, at this point, would be 1, 2, would be 2 and 3 for that company. However, if we go to our own company, and I'll do that. So now if we go to our Black-owned company, give you guys the best opportunity we can. This is a Black-owned shoe company that is ran and started by my uncle and a couple of his business partners. So all of these things that are on this company are available. They manufacture this stuff. They don't resell it. They ain't getting it from a third party. They actually own the facility and the warehouse that is making the contracts that are making these products, the shoes, the boots, the clothes, and they are producing these products. So if you wanted to go and purchase these shoes, you understand now that they are the manufacturer. They also are selling directly from themselves. So not only are they the manufacturer, they are the sales as well. But that's it. There's no more to that. There's no service. There's no additional. They are 1 and 2, manufacturing and sales. But CryptoCurrency, our platform, in the asset market, this is an asset. Anything that fits in a box is an asset. Anything that gains value. So let me show you guys what an asset is. So the definition of an asset: a useful or valuable thing, person, or quantity. That's it. Now, if you exclude the person or quality, it is a useful or valuable thing, something of benefit and advantage that can be sold. Property owned by a person, company, regarded as having value and available to meet debts. If you do not know what meeting debts means, your dollar, if you look on every dollar, it says this is a note tenured for debt. In other words, you can exchange it for money. So now that you guys understand 1, 2, and 3, manufacturing, sales, and service, You have to determine when you start your black business, what black business are you starting? Are you going to be the one that's making something? And then what are the facets of your business? Are you going to have to sell it? Are you going to have to procure it? Are you going to have to not necessarily sell it to like the public, but are you finding somebody that wants to sell it for you? Because you can literally give it to somebody. And I'm just, consignment example. My uncle could give me 20,000 shoes and say, can you sell them? Now I could say yes, no, I don't know. If I have somewhere to store them, that's my job. Now, my job, once I get the $20,000 shoes, is what for? Once he manufactures it, what am I selling it for? And then what is he getting out of it? And that's where the agreement part of the business comes in. But you're going to do 1, 2, or 3. 4 is trade. 4 is stocks, assets, commodities, investments, interest, percentages of your company. Those are the trades. You're trading a stock for a perceived value that comes back. Most people don't get into that. So that's an upper level thing unless you're using these new crowdfunding sources and campaigns and things of that nature. Every facet of business is in CryptoCurrencyPlatform.com. So we do manufacturing, we manufacture, and just so you know that I support my uncle's business. So these are the shoes that you just saw online. These are mine. And these are the shoes that we sell from my uncle. So we support the black businesses, as well as we manufacture everything from, we're getting into, well, some stuff I can't tell you, but we're getting into some barber attire. We're getting into baby attire. We're going to be getting into headphones, cable processing, wireless internet. We're trying to manufacture and import African and black manufactured cars. Today, I just had one of the greatest meetings I could have with a company that's already up and running and black owned, that has their own cable box, their own cable provider, their own cable services. And not only do they have their own cable provider, cable box, and cable services, they are offering it for us to resell through our platform. So that's something else that's going to be coming up. But these are all of the facets of black business. These are all of the facets of business in general. You have to pick which one of these things are you going to be. Like Les said.
So you can create that it talks of expectation shows up in behavior. See, I can tell what you expect by what you do. That's why the Bible says, judges a tree by the fruit it bears, not the fruit that it wants, not the fruit that it talks about, not the fruit that it claims, but by what you are doing. See, what you do when you leave here, when the music stops, when the shouting dies down, your behavior, how you conduct yourself, writing your goals down, deciding to enroll in school to get a.
And that's what really matters, is the expectation of business is by the behavior. The first behavior you have to have is write your goals down. And you have to know when you're writing your goals down, it's like a prerequisite. The reason why you go to college and get prereqs is because when you first get there, the first year is a throwaway. The first year is, this is the stuff you need to know before you even take the class. In other words, when you take the class, great example, some of you will understand, some of you may not. If I say the dynamics of cryptocurrency are highly invested in the social economic value of what people perceive the value to be, based on its own intrinsic value of commerce, trade, and or what it is used in commerce or trade for. Some of you would be like, what? Basically, what I said is cryptocurrency is based off of social opinion and what you think it's worth versus what it is worth. So in other words, our cryptocurrency is at least worth the value of gold, because gold has its own value. And then the actual currency is based off the perceived value of our network, the currency family. However, that network grows determines how the currency grows. More people, more value, more use, more value, more. So, but if you didn't take a prereq in economics, or if you didn't take a prereq in business management or business understanding or anything, right? You might never understand what I'm talking about working at McDonald's. But there's a couple books you can read so that sentence made a total understanding in your recollection. You knew exactly what I meant. That is what starting a business is. You have to at least know the 4 types of business: manufacturing, sales, you have to know services, and you have to know trade. Then you have to evaluate, like Les said, do you think you're going to be successful off of expectation? Doesn't happen that way. You have to know your value. Then you have to know, what am I good at? Am I good at sales? Am I good at manufacturing? Can I make things, right? I give you 4 people. One guy, he says, I want to get into business. They all work at McDonald's, starting out. Out of high school, they all started out at McDonald's, and one was in wood shop in high school, right? One did really good in mathematics. The other one did really good at making sure people didn't run in the hallways. And the last guy was really good at making agreements in the debate club, right? 4 people. The guy that was really good at woodshop, he said, you know what? I can make furniture. And he was like, what? I read a book on it and I saw it, and it's not that hard. So he makes couches. Now he starts as a couch empire. He hires a designer that helps him get what the couch should look like color wise and all that. And then he just starts making couches. And the guy that's good at mathematics says, well, I'm really good at banking because I can handle numbers and I know how this works. So he goes into banking and he starts his own savings and loan company, right? And the other guy that was like, I'm really good in the debate club. But he decides that he's actually really good at convincing people to buy things or convincing people of his point of view. And he directs that towards a sales-based company, and he starts a furniture sales business, right? And the last guy, the one that was good at de-escalating things, right? That guy understands that he can see things outside of the simple norms. He can see the trends that are coming around the corner, or he can see the perceived trends. And he goes into stocks and becomes a broker or an investment banker, and he starts helping people see the trends themselves. And he gets into the stock market. Those are the 4 people from the same high school, both all working at McDonald's, talking about what they want to do, that go into these things. But each one of them had to have a prereq of, I had to start in wood class. I had to start in debate. I had to start in mathematics. Now, you don't have to have those foundations, but you have to pick what type of business you're going to do. The main function. The main function of CryptoCurrency platform is to provide a service to people to sell, trade, and or manufacture through us. In other words, you want to make something, contact me and I'll teach you, show you, consult for you. If you want to get into sales, I will give you products, services, or placements that we are going to be coming up with so that you can sell them and start your business. What is the service though? The service is doing all of the prereqs and the groundwork so you don't have to. You just walk in and can get it done. And that's what we do. But I had to know that. Now, secondary, the main purpose of the business is to provide currency, selling our currency to people for trade and use. You have been being sold currency your entire life. Trade us a couple hours and we'll sell you and give you some currency so that you can sell us your time for our capital. And that's what you've been doing your entire life, selling your time or your service for capital. You are number 3. As a worker or anybody in a job, you're number 3. You're selling a service of time, an exchange of time and service for the trade of capital, right? You are selling yourself in sense to say my value is $10 at this work rate, or at $20 or $50 or $75, or in my case, $1,500 an hour, right? So I will consult and sell my service to somebody for $1,500 an hour or $1,500 flat, depending on what the service accrues. Once you know what the main function is, you get the secondary functions. How is this business going to work? I'm going to manufacture furniture. I'm not good at sales. I need the guy that's going to sell it, or I need to hire a salesperson. So I need to make a deal with a furniture store or a company or mass manufacturing shipper that's going to sell it for me through their warehouse or their stores or whatever, Ashley's or Kohl's or whatever. And then once the furniture breaks, am I servicing it? No. So that's not in your business. Am I going to have trade or stock agreements in my company? No, I'm a small guy. So you don't need 3 or 4. But once you understand what you need, you can fill the void, fill the space, or line it up for people. So on that note, that's it. I said 30 minutes. We're at 34. And I just want to say thank you for anybody that's starting a black business. Bring your black business to me. Let me either help you figure out how to monetize it, launch it, service it, put it onto the platform. To get onto the platform, all you have to do is go straight to our website. I wrote it out for you guys today. So go straight to our website and you can check us out. Sign up for free. It's the only social media designed for businesses and like-minded investors to find product, service, placement, and assets, real estate listings by Black owners and companies. If you're a Black realtor, I'm going to start reaching out to you and touching to you. If you're a Black business, you might get a call from one of our business managers that's asking, do you want to place your business on our site? If you have a product or you make anything and you just are like, man, how do I get it out there? Let me do that. I was the guy in the debate club. Let me do that for you. Let us get your service, your placement, your product out there. Go to our website. It's www.kakurrencyplatform.com, and that's KAKURRENCY platform.com. And I appreciate y'all. You guys have a beautiful and blessed night, and I will be more regular with the videos and the lessons. I swear it, and we'll go from there.
Can I live with my top down? Bad chick, got it trust when I'm not around. That ain't telling me what I wanna hear. My ears said she love me, but I really know she not down. Not stressing about the smoke that the guys found. Cause you know I did the profiling. Smoke cruise around every side of town. Cause they ain't got a cage for a name. No gun that I keep off safety. Cause I know that a lot of niggas hate me. Just my grind, I appreciate it greatly. But won't hesitate to pull it out of break piece. Just somewhere far away from where the fate be. On the road, drinking with my nigga Norm G. I'm driven, never stop. What I'm doing, I'm pursuing any nigga out here.